The evening sky stretched in soft lavender strokes above the old high school, the kind of dusk that softened even the sharpest memories. Warm lights glowed from the gymnasium windows, where music drifted out in faint, nostalgic hums. Inside, former classmates gathered in clusters laughing too loudly, reminding each other of stories that had survived a decade of distance. Near the entrance, a small group lingered, their drinks half finished, their smirks more polished than their shoes. Someone checked the time and murmured, "She should be here by now." A ripple of anticipation moved through the group, the kind that came from unkind expectations. Alya had always walked through these halls carrying more weight than anyone her age should. Back then, she wore hand-me-down sweaters and carried a backpack whose strap was permanently frayed. Her voice had been soft, almost apologetic. To most of her classmates, she was simply the girl who didn't belong, the one they nicknamed the class loser when they thought she couldn't hear. But she heard. She always heard. Tonight, though, Alya wasn't walking into the gym unnoticed. She wasn't walking at all. As the guests inside drifted between chatter and old memories, a deep, thundering pulse echoed across the school grounds. The sound sliced through the music, rattling the gym doors. Conversations stalled. Heads turned. A few stepped outside, confusion stitching across their faces. Over the football field, descending in a controlled, graceful arc, was a black helicopter with polished silver rotors catching the last light of day. The air kicked up in powerful gusts, sending stray papers flying and lifting the edges of dresses and suit jackets. People shielded their faces, startled. From the same group that had been waiting earlier, a whisper trembled loose, "No way." When the helicopter settled, its engine softened into a low hum. The door opened, releasing a gust of cool, scented air, something crisp and expensive, like bergamot and pine. Then, slowly, Alya stepped out. She wore a long, charcoal gray dress that moved like whispered silk against her shape. Her hair, once tied back in nervous knots, now fell in soft waves over her shoulders. Her posture was calm, almost serene, the quiet confidence of someone who had rebuilt herself, piece by piece, far from the eyes that once judged her. For a long moment, the crowd said nothing. It was as if the evening itself held its breath. Alya offered a polite smile, not triumphant, not gloating, simply warm. Then she walked toward the entrance with an ease that came only from years of choosing kindness over bitterness. Inside, the reunion quieted as she entered. People stared, some in awe, others in shame. Only one voice finally broke the silence: Mrs. Halden, the old literature teacher, her eyes glistening. "Alya, my dear, look at you." She embraced her gently, and something in Alya's chest loosened, a knot tied years ago finally easing. The group that had invited her for a cruel joke huddled together now, their expressions shifting from disbelief to discomfort. They hadn't expected this. They imagined Alya still small, still breakable, still the girl who didn't look anyone in the eyes. Alya approached them slowly, but not with anger. Instead, she carried that same quiet strength she had grown into. "Thank you for inviting me," she said softly. A few exchanged uneasy glances. None admitted why they had truly sent the invitation. But Alya knew. She had known from the moment the message arrived, the oddly cheerful tone, the too sugary kindness from people who had never once been kind to her. What they didn't know was what happened after high school, the night Alya met an older couple stranded on a dark roadside. She had helped them without hesitation, giving them her jacket and waiting with them until help arrived. That couple turned out to be founders of a rising tech firm. They saw something in her that no one at school ever had: steadiness, empathy, brilliance hidden under years of hurt. They offered her a job, mentorship, a future. A future she built with relentless quiet determination. As the night settled, Alya spoke with old classmates, listened to their stories, and offered kindness without reopening old wounds. She didn't need to. Her presence was the lesson. While leaving, someone from the once mocking group finally approached her, voice trembling. "Alya, we were awful to you. I'm sorry." Alya studied their face, then simply nodded. Not forgiveness, not condemnation, just understanding. "People grow," she said gently. That's why reunions exist. Outside, the helicopter waited, its lights casting a soft glow across the field. As Alya stepped toward it, the wind stirred again, lifting the corners of memories, carrying them away. And somewhere deep inside that quiet night, the old hurt finally dissolved. Not in triumph, not in revenge, but in rising above with grace that outshone everything they once believed about her. If this story touched your heart and moved you in any way, please like the video, comment, share it with someone who need a little hope today, and make sure you subscribe to Humanity Diaries. Your support help us continue emotional and meaningful stories to the world. Please comment below which part of story touched you the most.